Today we're going to talk about how to build a seller lead generation website. Just like you have to sell a home online first with good photos and good information to sell it offline, we have to sell you online now. Online is your storefront. So first of all, this is debatable, but I'm of the position that you need two websites as a real estate agent. One is focused on generating buyer leads, and the other is focused on generating seller leads. They're two very different audiences. The buyer site, such as search all homes for sale in San Diego or San Diego homefinder.com, something like that, is generally probably unbranded. Maybe it has your logo, that's about it. And your seller site, which is more like, Carol has the buyers, or, Paul has the buyers, or something like that, is heavily branded. It's all about you and your customers. So generally in the industry, you'll hire a company that specializes in building you a buyer site. They build these really nice websites where people can search for homes. It's basically your own private Zillow. Your seller website is a place homeowners, not buyers, homeowners go to decide to interview you to sell their home. This is your storefront. It should have everything there they need to make a decision to take an appointment with you. Doesn't have to convince them to sign a listing contract. That's a bit much. If you're actually lucky enough to have your two websites, one for sellers and one for buyers, then you probably just need a blog. We'll build that for you at Viral. When we build your blog, we're going to put a link on there to say search for homes, a link to find out what your home is worth, maybe a link to get a cash offer on your property. When people click those links on your blog, they'll just go back to your existing websites and the lead capture pages on those existing websites. So let me show you one. This is Dan Beer. So let's break this down. Clearly, he is not appealing to buyers at all. So he has what's called the hello bar up here to get a copy of his book, Real Estate Exposed. Okay, that's a call to action. He has a page here dedicated to how to sell your home with COVID. He has a guaranteed sale option. Here's all the options for sellers. Apparently there's 3. You can get an instant cash offer. You can cancel your listing agreement anytime. This is about Dan, and these are all the people that say he's great. As you can see, when you scroll down, it's heavily branded. It's just guaranteed offer. This is what people want. This is a really strong type of action. Call to action is, I have a buyer, I'll guarantee an offer. Let's scroll down. So right below the fold is all the credibility of here's all the places that Dan has been seen. Got it? With a call to action right here to put their information in. Then when you scroll down, here's more celebrity endorsements, more videos, website dedicated just to sellers. Got it? So you say, Frank, I want to do a good job at this. What should I do? Well, I'm going to tell you the very first thing I'd like you to do to up your seller website. You need to hire a professional photographer. Doesn't need to do much. It can cost you a couple $100, but I need beautiful, high resolution photos of you and your team and whatever it is. I won't go into the specific shots, but I need really, really nice photos. I'll tell you the second thing that really makes a website stand out are the colors, the color palette. What are the colors that we use to make this website great? There's actually a thing called complementary colors, and you want to send to the designer. Here's my photos, my nice high resolution, beautiful photos. And here's the color palette, ideally with like 4 or 5 different colors that you can choose from. I'm going to add one more for you. There's also maybe for your creative standards when you build your website, fonts, like certain fonts that you want things to look like. Now, the fonts that we use that are actually on the web page, meaning you can select it, meaning you can, highlight the fonts, you're pretty much stuck with like a couple. There's not many you can choose from. All right, like Arial, Times New Roman, whatever. But the fonts that we put inside images, the fonts that we use inside your images, we can use whatever you want. That's called Adobe Font. Now, all I'm showing you here is that if you're going to create a seller website, you may want to use the creative standards. You can go to Adobe Font, explore tons of fonts. You can even take a picture of something with certain fonts. Let's take here. Let's figure out what fonts they used. It's going to scan the fonts from that website. See this? And it can actually try to read what fonts are like it. And I could download those fonts and I can use that in your marketing. On your website, you also need a call to action to drive to an offer where homeowners can put their information in to get something depending upon the selling stage that they're in. You can have many call to actions on your seller website. The submitted form, wherever that form goes to get the item of value, should push ideally right into your CRM and send you an email notification of the lead with a task in the CRM to follow up. I gave you a whole bunch of things that you should have on your website well done that gives you lots of credibility. Here's the deal though. The reality is this is a lot of work. If you actually get on the phone with us and you listen to this lesson and you wanted us to work with us to build out these extra pages on your blog for what I talked about here, 100%, we will absolutely do it. But it's not really going to be our focus. We will build this. I would probably say we take the seller websites about half to this point to get it out and get it going is probably about right. And there's a very small segment of our customers that really see the value in this, which you should. If you play ball with us, you actually get us the content, we can put all of the stuff on your website for you that we build with you.